welcome to my channel. I'm Bethany with Planning Creatively, and in today's video I am doing my journal pages again. So I got stopped frequently, and I apologize if the video is a bit choppy because of that. It was a very active day, but I wanted to get my videos done. So it's just the way of life around here now. I am going back to my stamps, but I'm not stamping quite as much. I do decide to draw my little moods this time. Well, most of them. I kind of flip back and forth. I'm just trying new styles, just trying new things. I believe Monday was these are some long journal entries this week for the most part. So those really cute weather stickers, I do use the weather stickers from that sticker book, I believe, for every day. So this is my journal pages from January 6th through the 12th. So I am now doing a full week's worth now, because I started January 1st in my journaling. That's the day that I decided to start journaling. It was a New Year's resolution for me, and so far it has, I think this is the New Year's resolution that I am still keeping up with regularly. Sometimes, you have those New Year's resolutions where you start strong and then you dwindle, and then by the time June comes around, you're like, oh, what about those goals I had? And then you go get into it again, and then you either stay with it or it just completely dies by the end of the year. You know what I'm talking about. This one I have enjoyed so much. I haven't really missed a day. There's just a couple of days here and there where I just don't journal, and for the most part it's because really nothing was happening that was worth talking about, really. So if you do see me skip a day in the future, that's probably why. And I might not even skip it. I might just go back and look at my everyday planner, look at my social media planner, see what was actually going on. Like maybe it was just maybe it was one of those really heavily Netflix watching days, just got real lazy and just really didn't do anything. There's a way for me to find out what I was doing in a day. Basically everything gets tracked around here, right? Oh, and I themed it differently per page as well. Honestly, I'd much rather stick to a theme throughout the whole entire week like I did in the first video, but again, you're going to see me try new things, and I need to find out what's going to work for me and what's not. So you may see me going back and forth with stuff, trying to figure out if I like it or not, and sometimes I like to give things a good go before I give up on it as well. So I do need to buy me a bigger, what you call those clear stamp things, the clear blocks, I think it's what they're called. Pardon me, I'm not really up on the stamp lingo, so correct me if I'm wrong. I think it's an acrylic block. I know it's acrylic. I think it's called acrylic block. Oh, goodness. I need to take a sip of coffee here. Okay, that's a little bit better. So it is early morning when I am doing my voiceover, and that's a rare thing for me. I typically do them throughout the evening, really, and I think I'm going to change my ways. It's very quiet, so I feel like I'm extremely loud, and I feel like I'm going to wake up the whole entire house, but I know I'm not actually that loud. So that, and everybody in this house sleeps pretty hard, and they're very hard to get up in the morning, so I know I'm okay on that front. I think this is an entry where it is going to be front and back, so I did go ahead and decorate the back of this page because I know I wouldn't need the full the full length. I actually, when I went and I've already written the first week that I did, I actually was pretty accurate with the spacing. I was quite proud of myself of getting it right. And so far, so good. I know one of these days I will run into spacing issues, I'm sure. But so far, I've allotted, well, some days were just enough for me to write, and then some days was more than enough space to write my journal entry in. And in those days, I actually got to really play around with my handwriting. Like, you know how I did some words much bigger than they needed to be, but I thought it would be kind of cute to emphasize certain sentences in my journaling and that kind of thing. So I really did play around with it when it came to see what I'm talking about. I need a bigger, that's the only one I have. I thought that would be big enough for all the stamps that I have been collecting. And it's not. It's not big at all. So I definitely need to get a bigger stamp acrylic block. So, oh, so sorry. Another coffee sip there. I need it. And, oh, I was talking about how I was just really getting into my hand lettering as I go back. I know you don't see that portion in the video, especially in the month of January. These journal entries, are extremely personal. If I do share an entry, it's probably not going to be from January. I do apologize about that. Probably when I've been talking a lot about, you know, of course, the COVID-19 thing and how it's affecting us and everything like that. So I might share those pages because I'm really talking about stuff that everybody around the world is dealing with and can relate to. And, you know, it's going to be a while before I can share an entry is all I'm trying to say. And I do apologize. I will, there are a few entries that are pretty good days. I'm not saying I have a bad day every single time. So on those good days, I might share maybe a few sentences or something like that when I post on Instagram. So if you aren't following me on Instagram, I do have a link to my Instagram down below in the description box. So I might post some here and there. I haven't actually posted a journal entry yet. I do apologize. I have been quite lazy when it comes to Instagram. This, well, the current week that I'm in, and then going into the next week, I am getting better with it. So that's good. I find that me decorating my social media planner, and again, if you haven't seen those videos, there will be a link to one of them down below in the description box if you're curious. I started decorating my social media planner, and I find that I'm more productive actually. So that, I put the wrong sticker down. I thought I was placing a sticker that had little snowflakes, but it ended up being rain when I got a closer look at it. I really need to find my glasses. Honestly, my eyesight's getting worse, and I'm trying not to get my head in the frame. So I'm trying to look at, a lot of those stickers have really tiny words, so I'm trying to read them at a distance. And I know my eyesight isn't horrible, but it's not good either. Those 2 days, well, the top day was a meh day. That doesn't mean it was a bad day. It was just a boring day. If memory serves, that was my boring day of the week, where really just, you know, just nothing going on, literally nothing. And I didn't decorate a whole lot on that page because I need a lot of the space. So I apologize, and that's it for this video. I do apologize for not decorating too much. This week in particular was a heavy journaling week for me, so I needed a lot of that space. And as you can tell by my mood, you can kind of see how my moods are going, you know, kind of flowing up and down. But that is it. I hope that you enjoyed this video. I know it's short and sweet and simple, and the pages aren't really all that decorated. Just bear with me. I'm still figuring out my style and trying to figure out how to decorate blank pages. That's very hard, actually. It's a challenge, but a challenge I am hoping I can get better with. So yeah, I hope that you liked this video. If you did, go ahead and give this video a thumbs up. That just lets me know that you like this kind of video and you want to see more of this kind of content. If you think this is a channel for you, go ahead and click that subscribe button so that or I'm jumping ahead of myself here, click that notification bell so that you can get notified whenever I post a new video. I hope you have an amazing day. I will see you in the next video. Bye.